the Grunions.
Well, who's the Grunions?
I don't know, but Mr. Drysdale says they's coming in from the ocean tonight to invade California.
Ready, Granny?
Where's your weapon?
Right here.
You can't bring down no enemy with a slingshot.
I can't, so.
You can't neither.
I can't.
You can't.
Can't.
Whoa, wait a minute. Now, stop that. We can't have no bickering amongst ourselves. We got to fight together against the Grunion.
Who's the Grunions, pal?
Them's the folks that's fixing to invade California.
Mr. Drysdale showed us the newspaper headline. It said, Grunion coming tonight. Huge invasion predicted.
He was all dressed up in his uniform, toting a gun, ready to fight.
It must be a desperate situation when an old-timer like Mr. Drysdale has to fight.
There, I gave a brilliant performance, Miss Thompson. I convinced the Clampetts that a state of emergency exists. A military crisis. We're being invaded by Grunion.
Don't they know that Grunion are fish?
Of course not. Now, if Mark Templeton dares quit the Navy, they'll brand him a coward and never speak to him again.
Why don't you want him to quit the Navy?
Because the moment he gets out, he plans to spend $48 million of Jed Clampett's money on oceanography research.
But that's such a marvelous cause.
Anything that takes $48 million out of my bank is no marvelous cause. Now, that's the kind of talk that got Miss Hathaway fired, so watch it.
Miss Hathaway resigned.
Well, it can get you fired. How's that?
I'm not afraid of you, Mr. Drysdale. One word from me to Mr. Clampett, and your goose is cooked.
That's blackmail. You know, you have a very unscrupulous side to you. And I like that. We could work very well together. Now, hide this newspaper. Oh, it worked beautifully. The Clampetts think Grunion are fierce, warlike people from the island of Grun.
Jethro, you load up the truck and fetch it around front.
Yes, sir.
Here, boy, place this up front. It'll inspire the California folks to see their colors flying.
Granny, I ain't just sure that that is the official state flag.
Jed, this is Southern California.
Right, you are.
And don't forget to load up the victuals I got ready in the kitchen.
Yes, ma'am.
Ellie, you ride shotgun on them victuals. They'll never get to the truck.
Yes, sir.
And you and Jethro put my big cooking kettle in the truck, too.
Yes, sir, Granny.
If this is a long siege, we might have to live off the land, like Mosby's Raiders.
Could be.
Look, Jed, who's that a-coming?
Strange-looking contraption is driving.
Maybe it's a Grunion. Maybe they've done landed.
We'll soon find out.
It's Miss Jane.
Howdy, Miss Jane. What happened to your pretty red car?
It's in the garage. Mr. Drysdale had it repossessed.
Oh, that ought to put it in A1 shape.
What kind of a car is that?
It's a dune buggy, Granny. It's made especially to drive through soft sand.
You going to the desert?
No, the beach.
The beach.
Have you heard the Grunion is coming?
Yes, that's one of the reasons I'm going.
Are you going all by yourself?
Yes?
Ain't you scared?
Certainly not. Thousands of Southern Californians will be flocking to the beaches tonight in pursuit of the elusive Grunion.
Well, good for them. We's going too.
Yeah, the young'uns are loading up the truck right now.
It's a good idea to stake out an area early. By sundown, the beaches will be dotted with campfires.
Would you like to come with us, Miss Jane? Might not be safe for a woman alone.
Thank you, Mr. Clampett, but I've taken a little place at Malibu. You're welcome to make it your headquarters.
Fine and dandy.
Together we'll learn them Grunions a lesson they'll never forget.
Bravo! See you at the beach.
Well, Miss Jane, how will we know your place?
Well, it's a little gray shack that stands all alone at the south end of Malibu. This dune buggy will be parked on the lee side. Bye.
See you there.
There goes a spunky little woman.
I wonder what part of Dixie she comes from.
How you know she's from Dixie?
She's spunky. She's defending the south end of Malibu. Her headquarters is Confederate Gray, and she's parking her car on the Robert E. Lee side. If that don't spell Dixie, there ain't no cotton in Carolina.
Here comes the young'un.
Oh, Jed, forgot my medical bag.
You get everything?
Yes, sir, Pa.
We even throwed on tools and blankets in case we have to dig in for the night.
It's good to be prepared.
Where's Granny?
He'll be out directly.
Hurry up, Granny, let's go.
Anxious to hit the beach, huh, boy?
Yeah, we can't eat till we get there.
You can rest easy, folks. You got your own medic.
Hop on, Uncle Jed. Let's go.
Just a minute, boy. Before we starts in the battle with them fierce warlike grunions, let's have a few words from our leader.
Oh, Granny, you know I ain't no hand at speeching.
Oh, please, Jed. Mosby always said a few inspiring words to his troops just before battle. Come on, Pa.
There's them that say this ain't our quarrel. We ain't California folks born and bred. But I say this state has been mighty good to us. And when the trouble starts, we ain't about to run and hide. That's enough talking. Let's get to fighting.
And eat.
Look out, Grunion! Here we come!
Greetings, Helen.
Miss Hathaway, I didn't recognize you for a moment. How are you?
Never happier. It's the first vacation I've had since I went to work for old Scrooge. Here, these are for you, Helen.
What is it?
Grunion. I remember saying you'd never seen one, and these were left in my freezer from the last run.
So this is a grunion. Rather like smelt, aren't they? Quite small.
Yes, takes about a dozen of them to make a meal.
Thanks ever so. I'll put these in the fridge down the hall.
Oh, let me do it for you. I have to go anyway.
I'm sorry you missed old Grump Grump.
Me too. No, in spite of everything, I still have a warm spot in my heart for the chief. Where is he?
Oh, he's in the garage, auctioning off your car.
The warm spot just froze over.
What's going on in here? Who's this hobo?
It's Miss Hathaway.
Oh, well, you've fallen on hard times since you left me.
No, I haven't.
Oh, yes, you have. I just sold your car for $25.
$25? Well, that car's worth thousands.
That was the highest bid.
Who bought it?
I did.
Where are we, Jethro?
Brinkley's in Malibu.
North Malibu or South Malibu?
I don't know.
Well, which direction is we going?
I don't know that either.
Jethro, you don't know nothing.
I do so.
You don't neither.
I do.
Don't.
Hold on. Don't you two start again. We's here to fight grunions, not amongst ourselves.
Well, I don't see nobody toting guns.
Me neither.
It must be North Malibu. Them Yankees is gonna surrender without a fight.
Hey, how about we stop and eat?
No, first I think that we ought to pick out the stretch of beaches we're going to defend and dig in.
Oh, how about right here?
I ain't defending the Yankee end of Malibu.
I don't think it'd be many grunion come here anyway. There's too many people. They'd probably pick out a lonely stretch of beach for their invasion.
Them's wise words, Jim. We got us a good leader.
And a hungry driver.
Looks like there's a lonely stretch of beach up ahead there, Pa.
Yeah, let's stop there and unload.
Don't you think we ought to try and find Miss Jane's Confederate headquarters first?
Be hard to see from the road, Granny. We'll scout along the beach after we dig in. There, that ought to do it.
We can hold off them grunions real good from here.
Can we eat now?
Wait a minute. The fort ain't finished until our flag is up. There. When them grunions see that, they'll know they're in for a fight.
Can we eat now? Fighting makes me hungry.
We ain't done no fighting, just digging.
Well, digging makes me hungry, too.
First, we gotta do some scouting.
Scouting really makes me hungry.
Everything makes you hungry.
I think eating makes him hungry.
Hey, let's try it and see.
Looks like we're in for a real battle.
Is they coming?
No, I mean keeping Jethro out of the victuals.
Oh, want me to throw him down and set on him, Pa?
You and who else?
There's nobody.
That'll do. Now, first, we're going to split up and look for Miss Jane's shack. Granny, you and Jethro go that way. Ellie and me will go this way.
Let's go, Granny.
Put down the victuals.
They won't be safe.
Put them down, boy. Now, this safe.
Wheeze off, Jed.
Now, if anybody sees any grunions coming, give the old Indian danger call. We all scoot back to the fort.
Right. Have you got that, Jethro?
Got what?
What would you do if you heard a wild turkey call?
I'd shoot him and eat him.
Come on, super stomach, let's go.
Should we go, Pa?
Just a minute, Ellie. I want to take another look through the glass, see if I can spot any grunions coming. Uh-oh. I think I see one.
What's he doing, Pa?
He just laying out there doggo in the water, idling himself around on a little flat boat. Take a look.
I don't see him.
Keep a looking. Sometimes he kind of hides behind a wave.
Oh, I see him now. He don't appear to be toting no gun.
I figure he is a scout, Ellie. He's just laying out there spying on us.
Sure ain't wearing much clothes.
Yeah. Poor little grunter's probably half froze.
What you reckon we ought to do? When I should swim out there and yank him in?
No, Ellie. We let them make the first move. We'll just kind of check on him from time to time.
Ellie Mae, Mr. Clampett. Oh, I'm glad I found you.
Howdy, Miss Jane.
Granny and Jethro just took off down that way to look for your shack.
What a shame. It's this away.
Yeah, a little exercise won't hurt him.
What a clever idea. You've built a revetment for protection.
Yes, ma'am.
Sometimes the wind becomes quite brisk and cold. This will shield your fire.
Oh, yes, ma'am. We aim to fire at the grunion through these slots here.
Oh, now, Mr. Clampett, you don't shoot grunion.
You don't?
No, you capture them by hand.
Is that a fact?
I guess they're quite small and completely defenseless.
Don't they put up no fight?
Oh, they struggle at first when you grab them, but they're really not hard to handle.
And they just let you capture them?
Thousands of them are taken every time they come in.
Oh, they've been in here before, huh?
Oh, yes, for years and years.
Don't they never win?
Oh, some of them manage to escape back to the ocean, but most of them are just stranded on the beach.
And they just keep coming back?
Practically every full moon.
You know, it sounds to me like grunion ain't too smart.
But they're not. They're purely creatures of instinct with a tiny little brain.
Kind of wonder whether it was worthwhile coming down here.
Oh, you'll enjoy it. Grunion hunting is considered a great sport.
What do you do with them after you catch them?
Many people take them home.
Is that a fact?
Well, they make a delicious dinner.
Oh, they cooks good, does it?
Well, they fry especially well. Of course, it takes at least a dozen of them to make a meal.
Let's not take none home, Pa.
Oh, it's a matter of personal taste. Well, I must be dashing back. My place is just over that point yonder. Come see me.
Quick as Granny and Jethro gets back.
Well, tally-ho. Happy hunting.
Bye, Miss Jane.
See you later.
Well, Ellie, I'm afraid we ain't in for much of a scrap.
Sure sounds that way. Is that grunion still out there, Pa?
Yep, there he is. They is the poorest boat builders. That thing ain't got no sides, and it looks slick as glass. Now the darn fool's trying to stand up on it.
Let me see, Pa.
Too late, he just fell off.
Them grunions must be dumb as Jethro.
Ellie, if Jethro was to take his brain to the Isle of Grun, they'd make him king. Come on, let's go find some firewood.
We must have walked clean to Mexico and back.
We never did find Miss Jane's shack.
Well, it just happens that it's that-a-way around that point yonder.
Well, let's go see her.
Oh, no, not me. I ain't taking another step on an empty stomach. Either feed me or shoot me.
Really, victuals would set good with everybody right now.
I'll get busy.
Pa and me seen a grunion.
You did?
Yes, ma'am. He's right out there in the water.
Point him out to me, Ellie, and I'll throw down on the rascal.
Now, hold it, Granny. Miss Jane says that you don't shoot grunion.
You don't?
Oh, you gotta hand fight 'em.
You're greening me.
No, that's right, Granny. They's puny little rascals, and they don't tote guns. So when they comes up on the beach, you just grab 'em.
What do you do with them?
Well, some folks takes 'em home and make servants out of 'em.
No.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Jane says they cooks real good.
Of course, they ain't in your class, Granny. You can womp up victuals all by yourself, but it takes 12 of them to make a meal.
I wouldn't want them around the house.
Yeah, it would kind of crowd the kitchen, and it'd spatter things up, it might. They mostly fries things.
Granny, you ought to see their boats. They ain't nothing but slippery boards.
And they don't ride them none too good, neither.
Sounds like them grunions ain't got much going for them.
Is we gonna eat or is we gonna rap?
We's gonna eat, boy. Ellie, light my fire.
Yes'm, Granny.
Hold everything. The invasion is commencing.
Sure enough, Pa?
Yonder comes them grunions riding their little boat.
Let me see, Jed. They must have claws on their feet. They's riding, stirring it up.
Let me see, Granny. They short of boats, Pa. Some of them's coming in piggyback. You want this, Jethro?
Can I eat it?
Of course not.
Then I don't want it.
I reckon one of us ought to run down the beach and warn Miss Jane the grunions is coming.
I'll go, Pa.
Is it safe?
When it comes to hand fighting, I'll put Ellie up against anything the island of Grun can throw at us.
I'll hurry back.
Jethro, are you gonna sit there and let your girl cousin do all the fighting?
I'm gonna sit here till I eat something.
Oh, all right. Here. You can gnaw on this ham hock while I'm fixing the stew. I gave Jethro a ham hock to gnaw on whilst... There it goes, bone and all.
Watch out for splinters.
Hey, didn't I see you out in the water riding that little boat?
Yeah,
Are you a grunion?
a grunion?
From the island of Grun.
No.
Oh, yes, you are. Drop that boat and defend yourself.
Look, I don't know what kind of a trip you're on, but I...
Now, let's have the truth. Are you a grunion?
No,
Yes, you are. Confess now.
I'm not a grunion.
This is your last chance. Are you a grunion?
If you say I'm a grunion, I'm a grunion.
Did you paddle over here from the island of Grun?
Anything you say,
You surrender?
unconditionally.
Okay. You're my prisoner.
I declare them grunion has got to be the poorest sailors that ever put to sea. They's falling off them little boats right and left.
Where, Jed?
You can't see them without the telescope.
Why, they is riding real good. Whoops! Whoops!
Hey, everybody, look what I got.
What is it, Ellie?
This here's a genuine grunion from the island of Grun.
Well, doggy. Look at here, Jethro.
Ellie Mae done caught the first grunion. What do you say to that?
Hey, can I have another ham hock?
No, you can't. Now, you get up. You ain't getting another bite to eat until you go catch yourself a grunion. Now, get...
Oh. So you is a grunion, huh?
Say something in Grun.
He talks American, Granny.
I figured that island must be close by if they can get here on them little boat.
Scrawny little thing.
Looks half starved.
Cold, too.
Here, this'll keep you warm. Are you hungry?
Yeah, man.
No. She's a girl. This is a man. Understand?
Yeah, man.
No, I'm not a man neither.
He don't know a woman when he sees one.
Maybe they don't have no women on the island of Grun.
It could explain why so many fellas leaves there and comes here.
Well, sit down, little fella, and I'll give you something to eat.
Excuse me, ma'am. Is you a grunion?
A grunion?
Please, just answer yes or no. I'm too hungry to beat around the bush.
I'm hungry myself, but this...
If you's a grunion from the island of Grun, we can go over yonder where Granny's fixing us a mess of victuals and have us the greatest supper you ever had in your whole life.
Like what?
Like ham hocks and chicken and gravy and beef stew and hot cornbread. You name it, we got it.
Oh, you're turning me on.
Does that mean you're a grunion?
From the island of Grun. Let's eat.
How you doing, little grunion?
This chicken is wild.
No, it's just your regular backyard chicken. Would you like some gravy?
Groovy.
On the island of Grun, they call gravy groovy.
Sure would like to get a look at that island. Oh, here comes Jethro, and he ain't empty-handed. What you got there, boy?
Granny, this here is a girl grunion.
Well, there goes the reason for the fellas leaving.
You want something to eat, girl Grunion?
Groovy.
They loves that stuff.
I could use some chicken and groovy myself.
Well, sit down, everybody. We'll all eat.
Hi there. I'm a girl Grunion. What are you?
I'm a boy grunion.
They can't even tell each other apart.
They is pitiful. Just pitiful.
Did caught him on the beach with our bare hands, according to the rules of grunion hunting.
They even admitted being from Grun.
Food like this, I'd say I was from Oz.
Well, I still say they is company.
And I say they's prisoners.
Now, hold it. You is both right. They is company and they is prisoners, too. Well, Grunions, did you have enough to eat?
Plenty.
Just great.
How was the food?
Heavy.
Well, you can't fill an eater like Jethro here with angel food cake.
We'll have the rest of the stew now.
Give it to him, Granny.
Shall I give him the bone, too?
If you can stand the noise.
I'll take the rest of these dishes down to the ocean and rinse them off, Granny.
Thank you, Ellie.
Well, nice to have had you Grunions here. You're all free to go back to the Island of Grun now.
Oh, not this one, Uncle Jed. She's a keeper.
There's gonna be none of that. As you probably know, some folks takes their Grunions home and make servants out of them, but that ain't our way.
Why don't we give it a try?
Jethro, here, boy. Take this down to the ocean. Don't come back till it's finished.
Yes, sir.
Jethro!
Yes, sir.
Miss Thompson, this is a grunion.
Yes, sir.
As anyone can see, it is a fish.
Yes, sir.
Then why did you tell the Clampetts that the grunion were fierce, warlike people from the island of Grun?
I didn't, sir. You told them that.
Miss Thompson, a part of your job here is to take the blame for the stupid things I do.
Sorry, sir.
Miss Hathaway used to take the blame beautifully.
Yes, sir.
So why did you let her resign?
I didn't, sir. You did.
There you go again. You're not being any help to me.
Mr. Drysdale, face up to it. There is just one person who might possibly get you out of this scrape with the Clampetts.
Miss Hathaway.
Right, sir. She's been saving your neck for years.
Well, go to the beach, find her. Plead with her to come back to work. Offer her a raise, a bonus. Oh, here, give her the keys to her car. Tell her you're sorry you repossessed it and bought it for yourself for $25.
I didn't do that. You did.
You can't seem to learn, can you? Go find Miss Hathaway.
Yes, sir.
And hurry, before the Clampetts find out that grunion are fish.
Thanks for everything.
That goes double for me.
Well, now, wait. You better hang on to these blankets. You was half froze when the young ones fetched you here.
Oh, I've got some clothes down the beach.
Me too.
Well, bye now.
See you around.
Don't forget your promise.
Yeah, and stay out of mischief.
We will.
You know, Granny, them grunions ain't a bad sort.
Wonder why Mr. Drysdale told us that they were fierce and warlike.
Beats me.
Any more victuals?
Not a bite.
Let's go home.
Hey, you know what I found out? The main bunch of grunion don't come in till after dark.
Well, I don't think they're worth much waiting for. Do you, Jed?
Well, from what I've seen, I can't believe California's in too much danger. But I'll take one more look out there.
See anything, Paul?
Yeah, there's a grunion out there, trying to paddle ashore in one of them pitiful little boats. The darn fools keep trying to stand up on them things.
Well, let's go home, Pa, so I can feed my critters.
Yeah, might as well. If them grunion can't get to shore in the daytime, they's in real trouble after dark.
Well, I think we ought to let Miss Jane know that we is leaving.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll be back in a minute.
All right, Jethro, start loading up the truck.
Oh, hi, Mr. Clampett.
Oh, hi, Miss Jane. I was just coming over to tell you we decided to go home.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted to invite you for dinner. I have a whole bunch of frozen grunion.
Well, we just had a couple of cold ones ourselves.
Only 2?
Yeah, Jethro caught one and Ellie caught one.
Hardly worth cooking.
Well, Granny had a whole kettle full of stew anyway.
Well, I'm sorry you won't be here when the main wave of grunion hit the beach. I'm sure you'd catch a lot of them.
Well, I'll tell you, Miss Jane, they ain't scrappy enough to make it interesting.
They're not exactly fighters, are they?
Pitiful, scrawny-looking little things, kind of like,
Smelt?
I didn't get that close.
Yoo-hoo, Miss Hathaway.
That looks like Miss Thompson from the bank. She's the girl who took my place.
Oh, I'm so glad I found you.
Oh, Miss Thompson, you remember Mr. Clampett?
Yes, indeed.
I'd see you, ma'am.
Oh, Miss Hathaway, you must come back to work for Mr. Drysdale.
No, thank you, Helen.
Oh, please, he's just beside himself.
Sorry.
Well, I reckon I'll be moseying.
Mr. Clampett, wait. Perhaps you could persuade her to return.
I don't like to be butting in.
Helen, I will think it over. Right now, I must get back to my place. I have a kitchen full of grunion thawing. Bye, Miss Clampett.
Bye.
You coming, Helen?
In a jiff.
Tom.
Mr. Clampett, I do hope you'll talk to her. Mr. Drysdale needs her desperately.
Yeah, he has been acting kind of peculiar lately. You know, he told us that grunions was fierce, warlike fighters from the island of Grunt.
Yes, I know.
They ain't fighters at all. These puny little folks about so high.
Folks?
Yeah, Jethro fetched him in a girl grunya. I'll bet she wouldn't weigh out 100 pounds. He was going to take her home for a servant, but I wouldn't let him.
You still think grunion are people?
Sure, of course. There's kind of a poor excuse for people, but they're still people.
Hey, Uncle Jed, you done found yourself a cute little old grunion.
She ain't my grunion.
Then she's my grunion.
Boy, put her down.
No, sir, Uncle Jed. You made me let the other one go, but I'm gonna keep this one. Yee-haw!
Turn her loose. Put that girl down. Someday I gotta have a long talk with that boy.
It wasn't worth toting our battle flag or our guns to the beach, was it, Jed?
I believe Ellie Mae could fight off a grunion invasion with a slingshot.
I figured we'd get into some scraps.
Oh, is there any left? I'm hungry.
Go unload the truck.
Go unload the truck. If you hadn't made me turn loose that grunion I captured, I'd have had her unload the truck.
You don't hold with half the slaves, boy.
That's right. We fought a war to make them Yankees give up that foolishness.
Granny, you sure do get things twisted.
Do as I say or you're going to get things twisted, starting with your neck.
I'm the only grunion hunter in California that don't get to keep what I catch.
Well, that was real bright.
Gotta be honest with you, Uncle Jed, it wasn't. In fact, it was kind of dumb. Oh, yes, sir. You see, that's where education really pays off. I can tell the difference betwixt what's smart and what's dumb.
Fix a tire, boy.
That boy's got a lot of grunion in him, Jed.
From the neck up, he's got it made.
Except that Jethro will fight for the right cause.
Like a pork chop.
Can't understand why Mr. Drysdale was called back into the Navy to fight those poor little grunion goomers.
We'll have to ask him about that.
And the Clampetts believed you?
Why, certainly. I was wearing this combat uniform. I backed up that story with your newspaper.
Grunion coming tonight, huge invasion predicted. Oh, Pete,
And I'll go under one condition.
What's that?
No anesthetic.
But you could be on the operating table for 10 hours.
I don't care. I must keep awake, alert, and ready to fulfill my obligation to Mr. Clampett.
Me? What are you talking about?
You have entrusted your fortune to my care. And while I'm unconscious, someone may talk you into making a withdrawal from my bank.
He wouldn't do that to you. You're a hero.
Hero second, a banker first.
Mr. Drysdale, I won't draw out no money.
Do I have your word?
Yes, sir. Not a penny.
Very well, medic. I'm ready. Tell the surgeons to save everything they take out of my body. And after the operation, I want them to strap me into the cockpit of a plane, and I'm going to drop that shrapnel on the capital of Grum. They haven't seen the last of Spunky Drysdale.
Take good care of him, Doctor.
Oh, I will. He's the greatest man I've ever seen. And if his bank is as strong as he is, that's where I'm going to deposit my money.
Your agent was right. You're a very convincing actor.
Thank you.
Well, see you later.
Hey, wait a minute. Now, what about my money?
Oh, bring it by the bank tomorrow.
Bring it.
Well, didn't you just say you were going to deposit your money in my bank?
Well, you told me to say that.
Well, I believed you. You're very convincing. See you tomorrow.
You call me, Pa?
Yeah, Ellie. Didn't you say the main wave of Grunion's coming in tonight?
Yes, sir, and I just talked to Mark down in San Diego. He says they're already coming in there.
There ain't no time to lose.
Well, tires fixed and trucks unloaded. Now can we eat?
Oh, boy. We're going back to the beach.
Now?
That's right.
Well, what for?
To fight the Grunion.
We done whopped them.
Not the fighters.
They is coming in tonight.
All the way from Grun? On them little tiny boats in the dark?
That's right. And they is mean.
I'll tell you something else. They is dumb.
Come on,
Let's
boys.
go.
Miss Hathaway, am I time for the protest meeting?
Yes, Sue, but are you sure you want to join us? After all, you're new here.
Oh, yes, we believe in women's liberation in Sweden.
Oh, good.
Besides that, I've been here long enough to know that Mr. Drysdale is a drummer.
Well, what does that mean?
Beast.
You're one of us. Come on.
Really, now we've got to go down to the beach.
Girls, quiet, please. Quiet, please, girls. Girls, we are now all assembled. So let's hear from our leader, Jane Hathaway.
Girls, please. Thank you very much. Girls of the Commerce Bank, as you know, I did not seek this position of leadership. But as one who has suffered longest and most grievously under the tyrannical rule of that dastardly dictator, Milburn Drysdale.
Now we've got to
You have asked me to be your leader, and I accept. I shall not waste time detailing his latest act of perfidy. You have all heard how he invented the Isle of Grun to achieve his own greedy purpose. Please. Therefore, I suggest that we use the name Grun as a symbol of our resistance to the unfair neglect to which we have all been subjected. That's right. Under Milburn, the miserable. Girls, please. Now, Helen and I have made several of these. Pass among you and be picketing the bank when the beasts of Beverly Hills return. Picketing up and down in front of
Hey, what's going on here? Clear out of my office. Back to your desk.
All right, no. Stand firm, girls. Do not cringe before the despot.
So you're the troublemaker.
There will be no trouble if you agree to treat these girls fairly.
Yes, we demand women's liberation.
Okay, you're liberated. You can have your next meeting at the unemployment office.
Don't panic, girls. Don't panic. He can't run this bank without you. Rally behind your banner.
Girls resist unfair neglect. What does that mean?
It means that these girls wanted to be treated like men.
Yes, we want the same pay as men. We want the same treatment as men.
Okay, you'll get it. Charlie, there's a bunch of guys rioting up in my office. Send up the bank guards with mace, tear gas, and clubs.
Girls, don't worry. We'll hold our protest meeting on the beach at Malibu.
At the beach?
Yes, the The Grunion are running tonight. There'll be thousands of people to watch our demonstration. We'll even have a fireworks display.
A fireworks display? But can we afford that?
Well, actually, it's being put on by the city fathers, but why give men the credit?
No!
Listen. Listen to this. I have been making up some marching chants. Listen. We are the girls from Gun. We want our place in the sun. We'll fight till we win. We'll never give in. And Drysdale's on the run.
Oh, we are the girls from Gun. We want our place in the sun. We'll never give in. We'll fight till we win. And Drysdale's on the run.
I wish they'd hurry back. It's spooky out here all alone at night. Halt! Who goes there? Friend or Grunion?
Friend.
Give the password.
Bug tussle.
Advance and be recognized.
It's me.
What you got there?
Granny, this here is what you call a grunion bucket. Appears we won't be needing our guns.
Not even for the mean Grunions, the night fighters?
Nope. First fella I run into says, what you doing with a gun? I says, I'm hunting grunion. He says, here's what you use for grunion. You hand me this bucket.
What do? Slap it over their head and capture them?
No. Inside the bucket is these little fish.
Fish?
Yeah. All up and down the beach, folks was picking up the fish and putting them in the buckets.
What for?
Near as I can figure, when a grunion comes in, you throw the fish at him.
That ain't gonna turn back no invasion.
Now, Granny, you get hit in the face with a bucket of fish, and you ain't exactly gonna feel welcome.
What a war. You throw fish at one another. Why don't we kick sand at the Grunions? That'll scare them off.
Granny, I'd agree with you if we hadn't seen how they shot up Mr. Drysdale.
Well, if they fight so fierce on their island, how come there's nothing over here?
Well, I reckon after they paddle them slippery boats all the way from Grun, they ain't got no fight left.
Oh, Granny! The Grunions is here.
The invasion has commenced, has it?
Yes, ma'am. Miss Jane's done caught herself a whole slew of girl Grunions.
All girls?
Yes, sir. And guess who they's mostly mad at?
Who?
Mr. Drysdale.
That makes sense. He went into Grun fighting.
Miss Jane was leading these prisoners along, and they was saying, we's the girls from Grun. We want our place in the sun. We'll never give in. We'll fight till we win, and Drysdale's on the run.
I reckon they don't know he's in the hospital.
You'll be proud to know Miss Jane has took up the fight.
Where's Jethro? I thought you two was together.
Well, I reckon I run so fast I left him behind. Put me down. Put me down.
Oh, no, you is mine. Look here, Uncle Jet. I captured me a girl from Grun.
You did not. She's one of Miss Jane's.
Is that true? Do you belong to Miss Hathaway's bunch?
Yes, ma'am.
Put her down, boy.
Miss Jane won't miss her. She's got a whole flock of them.
Put her down, boy.
Släpp ner med din drummel.
See? She's even talking to me in Grun.
Let her go, Jethro.
Now, don't you try to get away. I'm taking you home with me.
You ain't taking her no place.
Don't worry, man. We'll see he behaves. So you're from Grun, huh?
That's right.
When did you hit the beach?
About a half hour ago.
Where's all your men folks?
Oh, Gran doesn't have any men.
No men at all?
No, nothing but women.
So long.
Where are you going, boy?
I'm swimming to Grun. That's my kind of island.
Paul, want me to go out and fetch him back?
No, let him have a swim. It'll cool him off.
Hola. Oh, you're with the Clampetts. Hello again.
How did it say? What's the news? How's the better?
It's Nippers' talk. Mr. Drysdale says he'll never surrender to the girls of Grun.
Did you hear that, Jerry? Oh, back in the thick of it again.
But Miss
today. Now clear out of here.
Oh, Chief, please negotiate with us. In fairness, in honesty, and good faith.
In a pig's eye.
You mean you refuse to even listen to our grievances?
What grievances? I'm a doll to work for. Sweetheart, a pussycat.
Let us face it, Chief. You have tried every dirty, rotten trick in the book.
Oh, no, I haven't. I still have a few left.
Very well. If you want war, let it begin here.
It began last night at Malibu when you marched those nuts up and down the beach. We are the girls from Gone.
We want our place in the sun. We'll never give in. We'll fight till we win and Drysdale's on the run.
You girls, take a break. I'm still negotiating.
Do you need any help, Miss Hathaway?
Yes. Would you come up, please, Helen? We insist upon higher wages and hospitalization.
You keep insisting, and you're going to need hospitalization.
Look at all them girl grunions. This is just as good as swimming to the island of Grun.
Who's that? Looks like a goon squad. Drysdale must have hired strike breakers.
Howdy, ma'am. Remember me?
What's that name? What's the name? The drummer?
Hey, she's talking to me in Grun again.
You were right. It's a goon squad. And the head goon just got Ula. Put me down.
What are you doing, boy?
Uncle Jed, this is the girl from Grun you maybe turned loose last night.
Well, turn her loose again.
Oh, please let me keep her.
Put her down.
Gee whiz.
How would you like a karate chop?
Swell. I'm starving.
Get back on the truck and behave yourself.
But she's gonna fade me.
Do as I tell you.
Doggone, I never get to do nothing.
I'm sorry about the boy. I'd like to say he ain't himself today, but I'm afraid he is.
Are you people goons?
No, he's the Clinton. I'm Jed. The boy here is Jethro, Granny, Ellie Mae.
Hi. Howdy, Grun girls.
Y'all still prisoners?
I'll say we are. And this bank is our prison.
Well, we seen you walking around out here this morning. Was you doing your exercises?
I'm afraid that's about all it'll amount to.
Now, let's not get too pessimistic. Maybe Miss Hathaway will get better conditions for us.
Miss Jane has shook up your cause, has she?
Yes, bless her heart.
She's trying the best she can to see that we get decent treatment.
That sure does sound like Miss Jane.
Yes, but she won't get anywhere with old Drysdale.
Oh, so he's the one that's keeping you in prison here in his bank.
Who else?
And he ain't treating you right, is he?
He's treating us rotten.
Well, girls, you tell Miss Jean that when conditions get too bad, she's welcome to fetch you all up to our place.
We got lots of room.
And it's a good, safe place. It's got a great big wall around it.
And if you come, fetch along some of them karate chops.
We'll tell Miss Hathaway.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
What's the news? Did the old slave driver give in?
Well, not yet, but Helen and I submitted a list of grievances.
He's studying them, and he's going to give us his answer. By the way, we're all invited to the Clampetts.
Really?
Yes, they were just here.
Girls, there is the key to our success.
Mr. Drysdale would do anything to keep in good with them.
If he doesn't give us a fair answer, we'll all meet in the parking lot and go to the Clampetts.
Okay, girls, here's your answer. Turn on the water, Charlie. Full blast.
We'll meet in the parking lot.
Hurry up, they're getting away. Give me all the pressure you've got. That's the way to handle troublemakers, Charlie.
You wouldn't really hit those girls with all that water, would you?
Of course not. That stuff costs money.
I think I hear the phone ringing. Jethro, you unload the truck and stop arguing with the women folks about them Grun girls.
I still say it's wrong for Mr. Drysdale to keep them prisoners in his bank.
Granny, they's from Grun. They's the enemy.
Well, he must treat them mean, and Miss Jane wouldn't be taking their side.
He probably locks them up in the vault
It makes them tote around bags of money.
and wash and iron dirty dollar bills
It makes them lift them big old heavy mortgages.
and shine nickels and dimes with silver polish.
Well, I wish they was here so they could help me unload the truck and fry up a pan of them karate chops.
Shame on you.
You're as bad as Mr. Drysdale.
But, Granny, they's prisoners of war.
But they still girls and supposed to be treated nice.
'Cause why?
Because they are gentle and delicate creatures.
Says who?
Says me.
Phone call was from... How can you lay there taking a nap while the women folks unload the truck? Uncle Jed, get up from there, boy. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Oh, what's the matter with your back?
My gentle, delicate girl cousin locked her broke it.
He provoked her, Jed.
That's right, Pa.
Well, anyway, that was Miss Jane on the phone. She's fixing to bring them Grun girls over here.
Good. Now they won't have to stay in the clutches of that mean old Mr. Drysdale.
Yeah.
Well, you can't fault them too much. After all, they was prisoners of war.
Oh, watch it, Uncle Jed. You'd like to get your head handed to you.
Jethro, take the truck around back and unload it. I can understand Mr. Drysdale holding a grudge. He was shot up something awful on that island of Grun.
He probably stubbed his toe.
Hey, he was here when he come by. He was hobbling on crutches and bandaged up head to foot.
It was nothing. I took a few sniper bullets going in, stopped a burst from a machine gun nest, caught an 88 in the chest, but I kept going. It wasn't until I stepped on the landmine that I blacked out and came to in a Navy hut.
Gee whiz, he was hurt awful bad.
Man is crybabies, Ellie.
You get blowed up like that, you's entitled to whimper a mite.
Well, he had no business going to Grun in the first place.
Hey, the man was in the Navy. He was ordered to go.
Whose side are you on, Jed?
Trying to see both sides.
Well, you ain't doing a very good job of it.
Well, let's not go to scrapping twixt ourselves. We'll talk it all out quick as Miss Jane gets here with the Grun girl.
Put the girls into the truck.
Get up! Step up! Where'd you get this I saw?
We borrowed it from the women's lib movement.
And we've added a few touches of our own.
We call it our Grunmobile.
Well, get out of here!
All right, girls, we tried. On to the Clampett.
Hold it! Where, what? Who?
The Clampetts invited us to use their mansion as our headquarters.
And they shall hear the full story of your tyranny and cruelty.
Me? I'm an old softy.
I'm a softy with that whip in your hand.
Whip? Oh, that's not a whip. That's a leash for my dog. Rover, come boy, here's your leash. Oh, please, Miss Hathaway, bring these lovely ladies up to my office and we can talk.
We're through talking. That's right. We are through.
Well, then we'll sing. We'll sing. We're the girls from Grun. We want our place in the sun. I hold the Dario, and Drysdale's on the run. Kind of cute. It's a catchy little tune, don't you think?
Well, girls, shall we give him another chance?
No.
Don't trust him.
Down with the male chauvinist pig.
Oh, come on, girls. Give the old piggy another chance. Please, let's talk.
What'll we talk about?
Raises, bonuses, vacation with pay, health and welfare, pension and profit sharing, you name it, and we'll discuss it.
Equal opportunities with men?
Equal pay for equal jobs?
Equal? Why not better?
Well, girls, maybe we should give him another chance.
I guess so.
Why not?
Oh, that's better, that's better. Now, everyone up my office. 3 donuts and coffee out of the house. Through these portals past the most beautiful girls in the banking world. Oh, dolls, sweetheart, lovely. And when you get there, make yourself at home. I'll be just a moment. Golly. When they're all in my office, lock the door and shut off the phone.
Mr. Drysdale, you're out of the hospital.
Yes, I'm not supposed to be, but I had to see you.
What's that thing?
Oh, that's a genuine Grunmobile from the island of Grun. I captured it from the invaders.
Well, doggy. How'd they get this thing here from Grun?
They flew it over.
Them Grunions is poor sailors, but if they can fly this thing, they're A1 pilot.
Well, when I say they flew, you're right. They're clever people, especially the women, and that's what I come up here to tell you about. They've brainwashed Miss Hathaway.
Done what?
Brainwashed her. It's like hypnotizing her, taking control of her mind.
Is that a fact?
Yes, they've turned her against me. Filled her mind with hate.
Well, I got to say that them Grun girls ain't too fond of you, judging by what they got wrote on the side of their airplane.
Well, look who's up and around. You see, Jed, I told you he wasn't hurt bad.
Maybe he's a fast healer.
Well, actually, I should still be in surgery. But when I heard about the trouble, I jumped off the operating table and rushed to the bank.
What kind of trouble?
Them Grun girls has brainwashed Miss Jane.
I don't believe it.
It's true?
It ain't neither. If ever a girl didn't have a dirty brain, it's her.
Howdy, Mr. Drysdale.
Hello, Ellie.
What's this thing, Paul?
Ellie, that's what you call a genuine Grunmobile from the island of Grun. I'll go fetch Jethro. I bet he'd like to see this.
Is Miss Jane and the Grun girls in there?
No, they're at the bank.
I suppose you've got 'em locked in the vault.
No, I didn't think of it.
What?
No, I wouldn't think of it.
Granny, come look here at this.
Land sakes, Ellie. He treats them poor girls worse than we thought.
Mr. Drysdale, you hadn't ought to step on her secretary.
That's just a caricature.
It don't make no difference what she does.
What?
You hadn't stomped on her neck and hit her with a whip.
Mr. Drysdale, girls is gentle, delicate creatures.
Ha!
Yeah, they ought to be treated nice.
Baloney.
What did you say?
I said baloney.
Ellie, don't fling him. He's pert near my age. Let me fling him.
Mr. Drysdale, what happened?
Looks like the work of my gentle, delicate girl cousin.
Don't worry about him, Jed. He's a fast healer. If he can get up from an operating table, he can get up from there.
Sorry, girls. The door is still locked.
The phone is still dead.
And our Grunmobile is still gone.
I'll bet anything Drysdale took it.
Huh, there's no question about it. Here's the Clampetts right now telling them lies about us.
Wait till I get my hands on that rat Fink. I'll give him such a karate chop.
Evelyn, I'm sure we all share your feeling of anger and frustration, but violence is not the answer.
Maybe not, but what is?
Oh, well, so somehow I have got to reach the Clampetts and refute his story. Now, come on, let's think. Like dune buggies in the parking lot.
But how can you get to it?
Through the window.
It's too high to jump.
Yes, and we can't climb down. Well, we will have to improvise a rope.
Out of what?
Clothing, it's all we have.
Well, you're welcome to my miniskirt, but it would take 30 of them to reach the ground.
40.
If Drysdale paid us decent salaries, we'd be wearing middies and maxis.
Well, we'll just have to use what we have. All right, girls, take it off for women's lib.
How do you feel, Mr. Drysdale?
Oh, a little better. I still have a terrific headache.
Well, maybe it's a soft pillow. Is that better?
No.
Well, let's try this. Now, how do you feel?
Terrible.
Well, now, don't you worry. I got just the thing for you. This'll perk you up. Now, open your mouth and swallow this. I told you it would perk you up.
What was that stuff? It tasted like turpentine.
That's what it was.
What? Water! Water!
How's Mr. Drysdale?
Well, I got him on his feet, Jed.
Good.
Yep, he's up and running around like a spring chicken.
Miss Jane and the girls from Grun ain't showed up yet.
You know, I'm getting worried about them prisoners, Jed. Old Drysdale's probably got them chained up in a dungeon.
I don't hardly think so.
Well, I'm going down to the bank and see for myself.
Well, girls of Grun, we who are still dressed, salute you. And many thanks to you all for your contribution.
Yes, never before have so many peeled off so much for so few.
And a special thanks to you, Ulla. You gave your all.
Åh, snälla någon, sätt på värmen.
Oh, I guess that means good luck in Swedish.
Oh, no, it means please somebody turn the heat up.
Well, gentlemen, for your kind attention. Be sure to catch our next show when my partner here will dive 14 stories into a cup of tepid tea.
What's going on here?
Two girls just climbed out that window and down those clothes.
Why, that's Mr. Drysdale's office.
He puts on a pretty good show. Hey, anybody else coming down?
No, we can't. We're not dressed. And we're locked in.
I knowed it. Hang on, girls. Help is a-coming.
Hey, this is a wild bank. I think I'll open an account.
There's our Grunmobile. He's still here.
We've got him trapped, Helen. Gird yourself for battle.
I'm awful sorry Miss Jean didn't get here with them Grun girls. I was hoping to hear both sides of the story.
There's only one side. My side, the right side.
Wonder what happened to them.
Well, they're afraid to face me and have you learn the truth. They're not only subversive troublemakers, they're cowards.
Chief, open this door.
Sounds like he's here.
They are. Run for your life. They're dangerous.
Said it was cowards.
They are. But it's 2 against 1.
Now, you're going to get what's coming to you, you miserable fink.
Don't you dare talk to Mr. Clampett like that. I'll protect you, sir.
Oh, Mr. Clampett, we welcome the opportunity to have you hear the truth.
Yes.
Don't listen to them. They'll brainwash you.
Guys, let me hear their side of the story.
It's nothing but a subversive pack of lies. They're trying to undermine the American way of life.
All we're trying to do is to get you to pay us decent wages.
And give us decent working conditions.
You see, I told you they were subversive.
Oh, Chief.
See, she attacked a wounded veteran. They're vicious. Mr. Drysdale, will you please let me hear what these girls have to say?
Thank you, Mr. Clampett. Now, first of all,
What's going on here?
Well, Granny, I'm trying to get both sides of the Grun situation. Mr. Drysdale ain't making it easy.
I suggest we eject him from the premises.
Good idea.
Now, hold on, girls. I'm a doctor. This man is my patient, and nobody touches him but me.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. I'm a sick man.
The sickest.
Mr. Drysdale's going back to his bank under my care. Oh, girls, that Grunmobile will make a dandy ambulance. Will you drive us?
But, Granny, I don't know the whole story yet.
I do. I'll tell it to you later. There's a surprise ending. All right, Mr. Drysdale, hop out.
No!
Come on. Equal treatment for men and women. That's what we's gonna have.